Hey guys, Below Average Utah Dad here. I'm doing something a little. Oh, I don't have my hat on. Boom. That'll make for a fun little short. So I want to make sure that I show you guys this. Okay, I have my mags are loaded except for the top three in these two mags. They have the snap caps. Chamber's empty, if you can see that. And again, snap caps. So I'm gonna run a drill. This is whatever you want to call this drill. This is my draw reload drill, but I do it a little different. I carry a single IWB in waistband holster, okay? That's it, that's what I have. And this works, I'll practice with my full size as well. But that's what I carry. I don't carry a holster that has extra spots it's a CYA holster. I'm not sponsored by them. Cover your ass, you can get it on Amazon. I can get you a link. I think you get a little bit of a discount and then I get a little bit of a kickback, something like that. If you're interested in that. It's pretty minimalist. I like minimalist holsters. You guys have seen the other one I have. I'll show it to you when I do the drill for the micro. But anyways, so the purpose of the drill is to draw, okay? Assume a shooting position, simulate fire, drop your mag, and then I carry my mags in my pocket. So I know that seems weird. That's just how I carry. Maybe one day I'll get a mag holster or something, but for now, you're not always gonna be in a situation where you can carry mags in a holster on your body. I sometimes have to wear a suit, okay? Because of my job, because of family events, other things. Sometimes I have to wear a uniform. Whether or not I'm carrying in that uniform is nobody's business. But if I was going to, I would not be carrying a bunch of holsters. I would just have it in my pocket or in my suit jacket pocket. So I'll do it this way. I'll throw on my Miami Vice jacket you guys have seen. So this is gonna obviously be a longer form video, but I'll do a short clip too. So, and then I'm gonna put it in, throw the slide forward. How do I want to do that? My mind just totally went blank. All right, so what I'll do is I will throw it in, rack the slide, pull the trigger, drop it, rack the slide, pull the trigger. Now remember I have 3 snap caps, so I shouldn't have a surprise loud noise and then a new hole in the wall. We've confirmed all of that. In fact, I'll confirm it again. Snap cap, snap cap. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Got a snap cap in place. So, and this challenge, this little drill, it's not going to be perfect. I just kind of came up with it on the spot. Me and some of the other creators, we were talking about doing this new series where we would come up with a drill and then issue the challenge, and everybody has to do a video doing it, and then the first person who does it after the original person, they post the next drill that needs to be done. And then we all have to do it. We all take turns doing it, whatever. It's just something fun and different. So whoever sees this, any of my buddies see this, Dust Cover, J-Dog, Yukon Foxtrotter. If you guys want to do it, go for it. Prepared Father, you guys know who you are. Maybe give it a shot. Try it a little different. It's different. It's different than how you probably normally do. You don't have to do, if you want to do your variation of it because you carry the extra, do your drill the way that you do. This is how I carry most of the time, so this is how I'm gonna do my drill. I don't have, I should put my wallet in my pocket too. Because normally my wallet is also in that pocket, but it's usually off to the side. So, or it's down behind my bags. I'm trying to set up the way that everything, so it kind of looks like I've just got a wallet in my pocket or a phone. So, okay. Damn it. Need to do this more often. I don't do drills like this very often. Need to do it a lot more often. Okay, so there we go. That's how that drill goes. I'm gonna be completely honest. I know you can't see me on screen. I'm gonna be completely honest. I had a little bit of anxiety doing that because I was like, am I about to shoot a hole in my wall? Because there's still that element of the unknown. There's still that, like, anybody who's anybody knows about the Phantom bullet. That it definitely wasn't loaded, it definitely wasn't loaded, it definitely wasn't loaded. And the Phantom bullet is kind of scary, guys. I've seen, okay, snap cap is in there. Phantom bullet's scary. Like, you never know. It just, you think that you're doing it exactly the way that you thought, and then the next thing you know, there's a hole in your wall, or you accidentally shoot something you're not supposed to. So treat every gun as though it's loaded. I know that I have live rounds somewhere in my magazine, so that's why I'm doing one round only. That's it. And again, okay, I've confirmed. Snap cap. All right. When I say that there's a little bit of anxiety about pulling that trigger with the snap caps, because you know that there's real bullets in there somewhere. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. A little bit nerve-wracking, guys. That's why I'm doing 2 deep on each one. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time, and then I'll load these videos up. Okay, single snap cap, just confirmed. Make sure that when you're doing this, if you practice this at home, guys, make sure that you are confirming. Just check it every time to make sure that there's not a live round and that you're not about to shoot something. Now, I have the advantage of I'm going into cold storage and ground. So there's no way that I can hurt anyone here if something did go wrong, but yeah, it's still a little nerve-wracking. All right. Ah, shit. I'm gonna do that again. My red dot, or my green dot, didn't want to cooperate with me. Where I'm not good is I'm not good at dropping the mag and grabbing my mag at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna do that one more time. It actually feels kind of good to do drills. just confirmed, no live rounds in the firearm, only snap caps. All right. Damn it. I'm gonna get caught on. I'm gonna call that good. My anxiety's getting a little bit high with that. But I don't know, that's kind of a drill. Again, I've done that drill. That's the one that I normally do. When I do it a lot less than I should. I should probably do that every day, and I do it maybe once every 3 or 4 days. But there was a period of time when I was doing it almost every day. So again, get yourself some snap caps. If you don't have snap caps, just make sure your mags are empty. Snap caps just make it a little bit easier because you can leave that weight in the magazine so that it drops the way that a magazine might drop. You can also, Foxtrotter talked about this recently, putting extended plates on the bottom of your mags. And the advantage of having extended plates, that it adds a little bit more weight so that your mags drop a little bit faster when they are empty. So that's something you might consider. If I was gonna do that, I'd probably only do it to my extra mags. I wouldn't do it to my primary mag. I kind of like the size of my pistol with the flush mag, the 15 round in the Glock 19 clone. So in the PSA Dagger. And again, all of my guns are clones. They're not real Glocks. I have the PSA Dagger. I love the PSA Dagger line. I think they're great. I have upgraded the triggers in them. I have optics on them. And, oh shit, I said I was gonna do it with the, sorry, we're not done. I said I was gonna do it with the full size too. Again, full size PSA Dagger this time. This time I'm only gonna do 1 magazine each because that one takes a 17 round mag. And I only have 2 17 round mags that I carry. I have range mags, I have some P mags, but I only have 2 OEM Glock mags that are 17 rounds. You'll also note this is the one that's all beat up that I threw out on the rocks and like chucked into the air because this is not a CZ. All right, snap cap is loaded. Should be pretty much the same in the way that this goes. Okay. That felt pretty good. I'll probably only do that one more time. I know you guys probably prefer a more refined video. I don't make enough money on YouTube to make this, to put that much effort into this. I know that sounds terrible. Maybe I'd make more if I put more effort into it. But I think once I have more subscribers, like once I have like a steady, maybe certain amount, then maybe I'll put a little bit more effort into it because maybe I'll just hire somebody to do it because I'm an IT guy, but I'm not like a programming, editing, visual effects kind of guy. I use my phone. I do everything on my phone. I don't even upload the videos to a computer and try to edit them that way. I literally edit everything from the YouTube app or from like Instagram app. I don't even like using CapCut anymore because I don't trust it because it's still owned by ByteDance, which is, TikTok. So. Okay, that felt pretty good. All right, so now we'll do the same thing with the micro dagger. We'll pull all these fake rounds out. And so what I do, you guys, I know you can't see me, what I'll do is I'll drop like 3 of these rounds. And then I'll put 3 of the snap caps in. That way I know that I'm not gonna accidentally chamber something that I shouldn't. Okay, so also, again, I love PSA. I think they have great products. I think they have great prices. Not sponsored, at least not yet, maybe one day. Just so you know, I would absolutely take a sponsor from PSA. So if anybody from PSA happens to watch this, if you want to sponsor me, I will 100% do it. I love being able to be like, yeah, I have PSA daggers. I love mine. I think they're great. I think they shoot awesome. I haven't had malfunctions. And guess what? Even if I did have malfunctions, I probably wouldn't care. I'm in the military and we use like, you can say what you want. We have Colt, FN, there's all kinds of different products that we use in the military. We have the SIG M17, M18, and people are like, well, if you're gonna buy poor stuff, you have to accept it, or are you gonna trust your life with it? My shit in the military fails all the time. I get misfires and I get double feeds and that's why they teach you how to do it. That's why you should practice how to do it. Freaking telling me, do you trust your life with that? I get so sick of that crap. Get rid of that elitist horseshit mindset, you guys. Okay? This is the Mission First Tactical. Oh, I got it right. Never remember. Mission First Tactical minimalist holster. So it will fit the Glock 43X or the micro dagger or any other, clone that I'm aware of. It's really smooth, really light. I'm gonna go ahead and it is empty. And now it has a snap cap installed. I always forget how nice it feels to carry that micro, like that subcompact pistol. So, okay. All right. We'll do one of those again. All right, we've got that. So one thing with that minimalist holster, you really need to know how your gun handles and how it feels, because it's a really small holster and all it basically is a trigger guard. And it has some friction on it, so it holds it in place. It's not deep enough to accidentally actuate your trigger. It's not deep enough to do like a 6-hour type of thing, P320 situation. But you do want to know where that is when you're putting it in, if you carry it on you. If you don't take the holster out to put the firearm in it. So just as a warning. That's the other thing I really like about that holster is it's smooth. It is a smooth holster. All right. I think I'm gonna call that good. So, challenge issued to anybody that watches this whole thing or that watches the short. If you want to try it, again, it's supposed to simulate for someone who doesn't, maybe they're thicker like me, or they're cheap like me and don't want to buy one of those $150, $200 holsters that lets you carry mags in it, or have the extra mag holster on this side, whatever your scenario is. If you're just someone who carries a pistol and carries a couple mags in your pocket, or maybe you carry mags like on a man bag or a fanny pack or whatever, however you want to simulate it, give it a shot. It's not as easy as it looks. But if you've got good fundamentals, which is what I have always said is more important than anything you can do, fundamentals are what are going to keep you alive. I repeatedly say, I don't care if you can put 10 rounds at 10 yards inside this space. And I know some people are going to say, no, that's not good if you tell people not to do that. No, if I'm in a defensive situation, I care a lot more about being able to put 10 rounds in this size space, because this is what I'm going to be aiming at. If I can get most of my 10 rounds into that at 10 to 30 yards, that is more impressive to me and more important to me, because that is what I train for. I don't train, I'm not a competition shooter. I'm not shooting into a small space like that. I'm not worried about my MOA. I'm worried about what I'm practically going to use if I ever have to. And God forbid that ever happens to any of us. None of us want that, but we train for it. Now, if I get to the point where I can do that, sure, that's cool. Is that going to be the most effective? I mean, maybe. You know, you shoot somebody in the wrong spot, having longer rounds in one spot like that might not have as much effect as you think it is. Maybe that's why having a center of mass spread out shots is better. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay zesty, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, Below Average Utah Dad here. I'm doing something a little, I don't have my hat on.